Right, Britain's only reigning world champion boxer Carl Froch is back home in the Midlands tonight after his stunning fight-back victory in America at the weekend.
And in a moment we'll be chatting to the super middleweight champ who's waiting to speak to us at his home. But first, Central Tonight, Steve Lambden looks back at a big fight battle that's already been referred to as the best of the year.
Travelling to America to defend his title was a high-risk strategy by Carl Froch, and he admitted that psychologically he wasn't at his best. Jermain Taylor is a class opponent, once undisputed world middleweight champion, and Froch had to take an artillery barrage of punches for much of the fight.
Carl Froch is on the floor! He's never been down!
He was behind on points and the title was slipping away. But he has tremendous self-belief, courage and mental strength. As he says, he's a warrior who never gives up.
Oh, it's all over! It's all over with 15 seconds to go in the very last round!
Suddenly the whole boxing world is talking about Carl the Cobra Froch, and this stunning comeback will surely bring him the fame and financial rewards his talent deserves.
Well, we're very pleased to say that we're joined live now by Carl Froch from his home. Carl, congratulations to you. I know you told this programme on Friday that you were going to bring him into the snake pit, and you certainly did, but you left it a little bit late, didn't you? And I'm just wondering if you were surprised at how good Jermain Taylor actually was.
No, I wasn't surprised. I was surprised at the power that he carried up to super middleweight. He's previously operated at middleweight, but a lot of fighters over the years, they step up a weight division and maybe two weight divisions. And dominate in more than one weight division throughout the career. If they're good enough fighters, they're good enough to step up and do the business at another division. So his power did surprise me. He caught me quite cold early on, round 3 I think it was. And yeah, it's the first time I've had nearly 100 amateur fights, and I've had 25 now as a professional, and that was the first time I'd ever been on the seat of my pants on the canvas. So it was a new experience for me, but one that I got through, no problem, got up and did what I needed to do. This is World Championship, top level boxing. It doesn't get any harder or any more ferocious than this, and that's part and parcel of world class boxing.
So
Climb
Carl,
off the canvas and still do the job.
Sorry Carl, sorry to interrupt you. So the first time you were knocked down, it was a hell of a thump. How'd you get up from one of them?
Well, you know, keep myself composed, have a look in my corner, see what he told me to do. He didn't tell me to get straight up, Rob, so I stayed down there, gathered my thoughts a little bit. I was okay. I wasn't hurt where I felt concussed. I was a little bit off balance. He caught me around the side and the back of the head, and they sort of knock your equilibrium. So I was more off balance than hurt. So as soon as I stood up, my legs were there. I felt great. So I just thought, you know what? I've lost that round 10-8 on points, but I'll claw this back, stay professional, stay composed, and do what I had to do. There's no way I was going to let that belt slip away from one knockdown early on. Like I say, it's world-class boxing, and I was in there against a top-level fighter, and he caught me with a sweet shot. I'll give him his credit.
Well, I'll tell you what else was interesting, Carl, was that obviously the majority of the crowd weren't on your side, but you do have a loyal following, and many of them had travelled with you to America. How important is that kind of support, especially when it's keeping you going through such a tough fight?
It's very important. I'm used to home crowd advantage. I've got great fans, loyal fans in Nottingham, and a few of them came out with me, but it was very hostile coming into the ring, and I was the underdog. The TV company out there, Showtime, they wanted me to get beat. Ludi Bella was promoting it. He wanted me to get beat. And every single time I got hit with a jab or a right hand, I could hear the crowd cheering for the opponent. And it's a little bit demoralising, but, you know, you get through it. It's part and parcel of the game, and I've boxed amateur for years, all over Europe. I've been as far as Canada. And many times I've been the underdog and I've been booed into the ring. I've got to say I prefer to fight at the arena, and I prefer fighting in Nottingham, but I'm prepared to travel the world to show the rest of the world what I'm capable of doing. I don't want to sit around in the comfort zone having it all my own way, and going out to America and doing what I've done and achieving what I've done is going to take me over to the next level now and put me up there with the top sportsmen in the world, the top boxers in the world. And
Carl,
bring me
just one final point. Sorry to interrupt, Carl. One final point, if I may. In a word, Joe Calzaghe next fight.
Joe Calzaghe, yes, definitely. If he's going to come out of retirement, there's no fight that he's got to come out of retirement for other than me. He cannot justify fighting anybody else other than me, especially after that win. I've now landed on the world scene. And Joe Calzaghe considered himself to be the best in the world. So let's get it on. Let's give the British fight fans and the public what they want.
Carl, well done, well done.
Yeah, we wish you all the best and continued success.
Put a bit of steak on that eye, will you?
Thanks very much.
Thank you very much, Carl. Now,
with the man who is still the WBC World Super Middleweight Boxing Champion. I mean, the scriptwriters from Rocky could not have done a better job, could they? Carl Froch, the self-styled skinny kid from Nottingham, was down and out, but clawed his way back to retain his title with just 14 seconds remaining. And all of that with an eye infection which threatened to call off the fight. Our reporter Mark Shardlow got exclusive access to the fighter, and he's just back from Connecticut.
In Nottingham he gets a hero's welcome, but the boos and abuse from the American crowd seemed to unsettle Carl Froch. In round 3, Froch was knocked down for the first time in 20 years of boxing.
And he's gone! For the first time in his career, Carl Froch is on the floor!
The shot caught me, I didn't see it coming. I was obviously a bit hurt because I was on the canvas. You know, champions get up and do what they have to do.
He fought back well, but needed a knockout in the final round to win.
I was in another zone there. I was just fighting for everything I'd fought for the last 21 years. I've been fighting since I was 10 years old. I'm 31 now. I just put it on the line and I thought, flatten me or I'm going to flatten you.
But Taylor did get up. With seconds ticking away, Froch's title was in the balance.
Oh, he stopped it! Over! It's all over with 15 seconds to go in the very last round!
I think the man's awesome. I'm proud to be a stepdad to him, and I think England's got a true champion.
I just can't believe what I've just witnessed my son do.
I think my heart is still in my mouth, but he knew he could do it, so... And he's done it, yeah.
That was a special performance, one of the best performances ever on American soil, and I'm very proud of him.
And after producing one of sport's greatest comebacks, Carl made public to me details of an injury which this time last week put the whole fight in jeopardy.
When I came over to Connecticut, I went to the hospital because I wasn't getting any sleep because my eye was stinging so bad, and it ended up getting infected, and I got what they call a corneal ulcer. So I got a small ulcer on the eye, on the tip of the eye, and the burning sensation was terrible.
A true champion who's won over a massive American audience. He's likely to be back in the ring after the summer. Mark Shardlow, East Midlands Today.